Good. My name is Victoria Haig. I will be your host for Venus Nights. Woo! Welcome. We have a jam-packed show for you all. Thank you for also for coming out. Are you guys here? Are you new or your first time's here? Wow, great. Thank you for coming. Who are you here to see? Everybody. Oh, no one in particular. Okay, gotcha. And you?
Well, I just met them. We were doing eating at a restaurant. I met them. Decided to walk in.
Wow. You just walked in off the street. Just walked in. They just let anyone in here. No, I'm just kidding. No, that's fantastic. And you guys? That's your first time. Again, welcome. And you? Columbus, Ohio. So that's a city and state, right? Okay. All right. I don't know anything north of Broward, so. And that's a really far place, apparently, because no one likes to drive and visit me. But yeah. Did you guys have a good week so far? Okay. Are you drinking? Are you? Woo! Smoking? You're smoking? What are you smoking? No, you're shaking your head. Okay. No, not tonight. Later. Right? No? Okay. This week's been pretty rough for me. I worked, like I'm sure everyone does. I work in an office. Any office workers in here? Yeah. What kind of office do you work at? A dental office. Wow. That's rough. Dentists are amongst the highest suicide rates. Yeah. No, I'm familiar. Imagine you're in someone's mouth all day, every day, right? The image, yeah, I want to shoot myself just thinking about it. I work in a medical office too, but I work in pain management. So I listen to people complain all day, every day, and I have to pretend like I care. So it works. Yeah, no, I used to work for a husband and wife, not anymore though. And again, one of the worst experiences ever. You had the doctor, he was the husband, and then you had the wife who was the administrative assistant, which is just a fancy name for she sucked his dick and put up with his bullshit, basically. I mean, that's what I would do if I wanted a raise, but come on. She was already married to him, so it didn't make any sense. I can't count how many times I walked into the break room and found them there arguing, oh, what does this report look like? Is the toner low? That's my best impression of him, by the way. To which she'd respond, yeah, it's low because you forgot the toner, just like you forgot our anniversary. Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm there trying to become, the Usain Bolt of Keurig coffee making because I'm trying to get the fuck out of there, right? It was just really bad. I can't count how many times I walked into the break room and found her there crying. Like, it's sad, I'm just trying to enjoy a cup of coffee. Like, why can't she cry in the parking lot like everybody else, okay? No, I talk a lot of shit about my boss, or my old boss, because he was an asshole. He was racist, right? He adopted 2 kids from Russia, and we asked him why. Why did you adopt from Russia? There's plenty of kids here in the US that you could have traumatized. Why? He said it was because he wanted pure Anglo-Saxon babies. Yeah, my exact response, okay? I kind of shook my head like, pure Anglo-Saxon babies. Russia's the last place you would go to find pure Anglo-Saxon babies, okay? The planet Earth is the last place you'd go to find pure Anglo-Saxon babies because they don't fucking exist. Like, that's like me saying I want to adopt kids from Africa because I want them to be pure Wakandans, Thank you for laughing. Wakanda's not a real place. Okay, great. Thank you. Again, we have such a great show for you tonight. I'm so excited. Just a few house rules. It says exit back there, but that's not an exit. Over there, you have the exit, the entrance. You have the bathrooms. You have the bar. On your tables, you have little QR codes. So if you want the bar to come to you, you can by ordering your drinks that way. So yeah, technology. Coming up first to the stage, we have a very special performer. She's actually the musical director here at Villain Theater. Give it up for Priscilla Blanco.
Yo, what's up, Miami? Yes, we gotta. Hi, how are you, student? I don't know who you are, but I can't see you. I'm sorry. That's half of my life. Yeah, I teach music for a living. So most of the time I'm like, I hope none of my students catch me smoking this joint. That's why I'm their favorite teacher. Because I don't give a fuck. No, I'm kidding. Hello, my name is Priscilla Blanco. I am the music director here at Villain, as Victoria mentioned. And I love to make people sing and do music. I think it brings a lot of joy in people's lives. And a lot of times people are like, I'm tone deaf. And I'm like, I know, bitch. I heard you. But it's okay. We're going to jam. But yeah, I think that anyone can learn how to do this thing, you know? Like, it's not rocket science, all right? If you can carry a tune, you can fucking sing. And, you know, sometimes a lot of people hold that trauma from that first music teacher who was like, we're going to turn off her mic. Yeah, for the recital, just turn off her mic. Yeah, fuck that bitch, all right? Fuck that bitch. They shattered your dreams, and they made you feel like you couldn't do this shit. So fucked up. But, yeah, I smoke a lot of weed, aside from doing music. I think they go hand in hand, right? You know? Absolutely. Like, if you look at the history of music, period, everyone was a stoner. Every single composer, every single musician, especially in the jazz world. I mean, you couldn't play jazz without smoking a joint. Like, that wasn't a thing. You know, how are you supposed to jam out and make shit up and think that it sounds good without weed? You know? But, you know, I love weed so much because it also just makes you think, like, you can do something without actually doing it. I was at my friend's house, and on the side of their house, they have a canoe. And I go up to the canoe, and I'm like, oh, my God, this canoe's so beautiful. We got to ride it tomorrow. Tomorrow comes, and I'm smoking and baking and waking and baking. It's Sunday, you know, I'm taking it easy. And I'm like, damn, this canoe's cute. She's green. Ooh, she is thick. That bitch is heavy. Yo, are you hungry? Yeah. You swear I'm gonna lift this shit and put it in the Miami River, roll my ass over there, and come back. No. My parents already made their way from Cuba to the United States. They always said, la generación tiene que you know, sobrevivir. We have to level up. We have to take it up to the next level. And I'm not gonna row anymore. We are done rowing. All right? But bro, shout out to the Cubans. SOS Cuba, bro. You know, it's interesting because a lot of people have been not as vocal as I thought they would be about the situation. You know, everyone's like, it's about the embargo. Bitch, fuck a bitch named embargo. It's not about the fucking embargo. It's about what's been going on for forever, all right? A dictatorship oppressing people and their freedom. Basic human rights oppressed, not existent. Just want to put that out there, all right? Yes, thank you. Please clap it. Clap, because people need to know what's up and what's going on in Cuba. Just because you support Cubans doesn't mean you're a communist. Just because you support Cubans doesn't mean that you're a Republican. Basic human rights has nothing to do with politics, y'all. So it's all about what's in your heart. But, you know, I think I got a lot of that from my Cuban mother, because if you grow up with a Cuban mother, oh, yeah. Chancleta every day, bro. You know, like, discipline is like the Cuban mother's specialty, all right? And she will find a way to discipline you and make you feel minute because, you know, you fuck up, you know, you drop a little bit of cafe on the floor and suddenly la casa was spotless until you drop that one little bit of cafe on the floor. My mom used to have this chair. Yeah. Your abuelita too, bro. Yeah. It's generation through generation. And I'm probably going to do the same thing with my daughter. Yeah. I'm sorry to my future daughter, whatever trauma I may cause to you. But my mom had this big chair. And we call it in Spanish, Cuban Spanish, we call it butaca. La butaca de mami. And my mom would sit on her butaca. And she was a big woman. And she would just lay there like a queen. And she would be like, Priscila, tráeme un vaso de agua. Priscila, bring me the Xanax. Priscilla, do me literally everything. I had to do everything for her, right? While she laid Xanax out on her butaca. But my mother cared a lot about her family, you know. We grew up as Jehovah's Witnesses. Just waiting for the... Yeah. If you don't know what Jehovah's Witnesses are, those are the people who knock on your door and you're like, oh no, she's wearing a skirt. No, don't open the door. No, he's wearing a tie too. Don't open the door. Yeah, those people. Yeah. I'm so sorry that they knocked on your door. But, you know, we grew up as Jehovah's Witnesses, so it was a very conservative and strict household on top of having a Cuban mother. So, you know, my Saturday mornings were very different from yours. Like, what did you do Saturday mornings? Clean the house? All right. What did you guys do? What? Dance through the door? Oh, answer the door. Nice. I'm sorry that you had to wake up at that time. Anybody watch cartoons and stuff? Cartoons? Yeah. Yeah, bro. I think that was most people's Saturday mornings, right? Or you just slept in because, you know, you were waking up early for school and all that shit. Yeah, no. My Saturdays were not the same. You know, I would put on a little skirt, 9-year-old me. I would go out onto that sidewalk in the scorching heat, and my thick little thighs were chafing hard. And I was sweating, and I would go knock on your doors, and none of you fuckers would open. Bro. And you know, what I took away from that was like, you know what? If I can almost sell you a Bible, I could sell you whatever. All right? So I took that. At least, you know, it was a life skill. But yeah, my mom, she was very strict about us going to preach and very strict about following the rules when it came to, you know, being a Jehovah's Witness. We couldn't celebrate holidays, couldn't celebrate our birthdays. I couldn't even watch scary movies. I'd be watching a scary movie and my mom would be like, "Cambia eso, that's satanic. Change it right now. Demons, ah." And I'm like, "Mom, it's literally Casper the Friendly Ghost." Yeah, it was tough. But sometimes I was like, fuck my family. They're fucking hypocrites. You know why? Because they're Cuban. And of course, they did Medicaid and Medicare fraud. Bro, Almed Billing, look it up. That was my cousin. 13 years with her husband in prison. She came out the other day and she's like, "Priscilla, it's me, Mabel." And I was like, "Bitch, I don't know who the fuck you are." It's 13 years, bitch. I was tiny. And my aunt is currently in prison right now. She should be getting out soon. Same shit, Medicaid and Medicare fraud. Alguien le echó pa'lante. Someone like snitched her out. And they were like, yeah, she's the one who's in charge of the operation. Yeah. And then I had my uncle who went to prison as well for the same shit. And he was up in Jacksonville. And my mom had a titty attack. She was like, Jesus, of course his name is Jesus. Jesus is in prison. We have to go visit him. And I'm like, all right. We get in the car with my aunt. We stop by Vicky Bakery. We pick up some snacks. We hit the road, and we're going down or up 95. We get to the hotel. That morning, my mom finds a butaca. She's sitting on the hotel butaca. She's like, "Priscilla, ven acá. Tráeme la caja esa. Sí, méteme aquí un pastelito." Flips a titty. Méteme aquí una croqueta. Any crevice that we would find in my mom's body, we would stuff food in there. All right? Yes. It's real as fuck, bro. I'm not even kidding. I wish I was kidding. We make our way to the prison, and my mom is like, "They don't smell the croquetas. Mira eso." We get in there. We go through the yard. And my uncle, he's just sitting there like super skinny, malnourished. He looks ripped because he's probably getting some bomb-ass dick in this prison. Gay ass. Yeah, everyone's so fucking gay in my family, I swear to God. It's great. But anyway, we're talking to him and we're like, "Jesus, what's going on? You know, how's prison?" He's like, "No, esto aquí está de madre. This is shit. You know, there's no food. You know, everything's super strict. You know, you have to get along with people because if not, they get on your case." And my mom's like, Pobrecito mi hermano. She goes, ¡fuácata! Croqueta preparada, ¡fuácata! Unos patalitos de guayaba, ¡fuácata! Empanada, ¡fuácata! Pequeño, y una jupiña. Yep. My mother made sure that every bitch in this family was fed. All right? Because when you live in Cuba, you don't have shit. You come to this country, you're like, we have to eat it all. Because you don't know when it's going to go away. All right? And that explains my fat ass. Yes. Anyway, everybody, my name is Priscilla Blanco. Thank you. Have a great night.
That was great, right? I forgot to mention that you're at Venus Night, so we have all female comedians, which means this is the least problematic night you're going to have this week. Yeah, you came on the right night. Okay. Priscilla Blanco, she's also half of Miami Lounge Machine, and they have a special show later on tonight, so you guys will be able to stay and watch that, hopefully. Coming up next, we have the other half of Miami Lounge Machine. Give it up for Jannelys Santos.
How are you? Hi, how are you? How is everyone tonight? Imagine if I talk like that. That would be some other type of shit. That's me on shrooms. I'm a whole different bitch. I, too, am a child of the exilio. I'm Cuban as well, like Priscilla. Yes, give it up. I was also a Jehovah's Witness, like Priscilla. So you can call me Tall Priscilla. But my actual name is Jannelys Santos. I'm Cuban, obviously. And I'm single. And I turned 30 not too long ago. Don't clap! It's terrible. It sucks. Everything hurts. The top of my head, the core of my pussy, the bottom of my feet. Everything is hurting. I'm gonna change my name to ibuprofen. But, facts, right? But I still feel like a kid in a lot of different ways, you know? Like, thanks to the housing crisis, my family, by the time that they were 25, right, they were grown as fuck, you know? My dad came over on the Mariel. If you don't know what the Mariel is, it's when all the communists and the gays and the religious people left Cuba, and they were like, oh, set me free. My dad had to pretend to be gay. He was like, set me free, set me free. And then he never stopped pretending. But whatever, my mom went to private school in Miami all her life. If you know anything about private school in Miami all her life, she never had a chance, so. But by the time they were 25, it's the 80s. They had their, 3-bedroom house, their 2.5 kids, their 1.5 car. They were living the American dream. And me, I still believe in the American dream because I saved up and purchased my very own Nintendo Switch. Yes, that's right! $600, Mom. I'm a real person, okay? Mario Kart 8, 9 is coming out. Do we have any Mario Kart hoes up in here? Scream if you are. Yes, the loner. Luigi Mansion, brand loyalty. You know what I'm talking about? But it's tough because my grandma's like, what are you doing with that shit? You need a man. What's wrong with you? Tú necesitas un macho, mujer. And I'm like, Mommy, like, you have no idea how hard it is for single women in Miami. Any single ladies here tonight? Lifeless clapping. Whoa. Whoa. Every motherfucker in Miami thinks that they're in fucking Fast and the Furious. Except their names are like Kevin, Sebastian, Javier. They all live in Kendall with their fucking parents. They drive a 1994 Civic Honda. It has a V6, bro. It goes fast. And they don't have shit. They probably bought a DSLR in 2014, and they have like an Instagram dedicated to pictures of buildings in downtown, and they think they're super edgy and all. You know who that is. You know one person like that at least, okay? Go to Wynwood, there's millions. But, so I like being single, but sometimes it's like 3 a.m. and I'm playing Switch, and the light from the screen reflects off my chest and onto my double chin. And my fingers are engaged, so you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm like. And there's a crime documentary in the background, so I'm wet as fuck. The killer was inside the house for 4 hours before approaching her as she played piano and slit her throat. Squirt like a Nerf gun. Into space, out into traffic, squirt. And sometimes I'll be playing and I'm like, damn, fuck. Bowser's kind of thick though, right? He must be like 6'6", 6'7" in the Mario Kart world. He's horny, obviously. He's got a bunch of fucking bikes. The last dude that I fucked, he met me up on an electric scooter, y'all. I can't ride that, y'all. He has an equal amount of cars and bikes. He has a castle. The last guy that I fucked, he had to ask his brother to leave the room so we could fuck. You guys understand that? Do you really grasp what I'm saying here? They shared a room. They shared a room. And their parents were in the other one. Bowser, the aesthetic of his mansion is perfect. Cement, lava, chains. Bowser is pansexual, y'all. I don't even know if you knew that, right? He's obviously a freak. But if you know any Bowsers out there, just hit me up. I don't know. My pussy's a piranha plant, so it's ready to go through the tube, you know? But I do enjoy living alone. It's just me in a little 1-bedroom apartment, me and my little Roomba. I named her Suck. We have kind of a really healthy relationship. It's more complicated than healthy. But like I mentioned, I turned 30 not too long ago, and my body is begging me to have a child, bro. It's like my grandma's inside my ovary telling me, hurry the fuck up, bitch. I don't want to die with you without you having a child. But, what? Save myself? You have kids? That's why you're drinking the doubles? I get you. Girl, I won't tell nobody. Keep it coming. Bartender. But, you know, I end up dumping all of my maternal instincts onto my Roomba. You know, it's not fair to her, but sometimes it's good. Sometimes it brings out the best in me, you know? Sometimes she goes around a corner, and I'm like, oh my God, you did it, baby. I love you, yes. It's just me and you. We don't need a man. We don't need a man. You don't need a man. I don't need a man. We don't need a man. Or I feel myself becoming more selfless, you know? Like if I'm enjoying a sandwich or something, I'll be like, she would really like this. Sprinkle a little bit on the floor. She comes whirring towards me. She's so cute. Sharing a meal with my robot. Sometimes she's working hard as fuck because this hair gets everywhere, you know? So she's tired after her jobs. And sprinkle a little weed on the floor just so she can relax, you know? She starts spinning erratically sometimes. She's a whole different robot when she's high. She's crazy when she's high. She tells me she prefers vaping, but, like, I don't know how to figure that out yet, so I don't know. Sometimes she gets stuck under something and I have to be stern with her, you know, like balanced parenting. She'll get stuck under a chair and I'm like, girl, you're stuck. You're stuck again and you know why. You know what? Figure it out! Slam the door. 20 minutes later, this bitch figured it out. She's a robot. She's smart as fuck. It's also great parenting skills. Okay. As a Cuban American mother, it's necessary and in my DNA for me to sprinkle just a healthy dose of insecurities in her, you know, for good measure, right? If not, she would go crazy, you know? She needs a little bit of insecurity. So sometimes I'll check her tray after a job and I'll be like, oh, so you're gonna eat all of that, huh? No, it's fine, okay. No, está bien. No, it's your robot body, it's fine. But, if you turn 18 at that weight, you're going to stay at that weight. So let me know. I'll take you to Weight Watchers Monday. De cabeza Weight Watchers Monday. Oh my God. What the fuck is wrong with me? Why am I supervising this fucking robot, micromanaging her meals and her work? What is wrong with me? I'm a monster. And then I checked my period tracker. I'm fucking ovulating again. Damn it, fuck. Ovulation brings out the worst in us. Don't you cry when you're ovulating? I cry and I break shit. Don't catch me on that mode. But generational trauma, like, comes back around when you least expect it. As Caribbean people, as, you know, people in that part of the world, we have so much generational trauma just in our DNA, right? And nothing is more traumatic than being a fat woman, right? Maybe not now. We got Lizzo, we got all these other fucking gorgeous women. Megan Thee Stallion is fucking amazing. She's not skinny. She's thick as fuck. Everybody loves it, right? We got Fashion Nova. You can be as fat as you want to. You're gonna look good as fuck, you know? You can be a size 24, 34, 84. Doesn't matter. You're gonna look cute, right? Like, Lycra became a thing that everybody could just wear anywhere, you know? And the skinny bitches are like wearing their leggings all happy, and the fat girls are like, girl, we've been telling you about this. Come on. But growing up in the 90s and the 2000s as a fat girl was absolutely torturous, you know? All we had was like Lindsay Lohan, her tiny little belly button. How was it so tiny? How? Paris Hilton and her fucking anorexic dog in her bag. The crack epidemic prompted by the government. Everybody looked good as fuck, right? Everybody looked amazing. And my mother, she was a skinny queen for most of my life because she had like a series of very fortunate stomach flus back to back to back. Bitch, look good. She was like, She looked good. She was so sad. But she loved to take us to Dadeland. Anybody from Miami, you know where Dadeland is? Yeah, right? It sucks, right? Yeah. But there was a part of the mall, I'm sure this is in every mall, wherever you're from, that for a period of time, it was like the Limited and the Express right across from each other. And it was the part of the mall where you're like sweating and cold at the same time. And you're like, I'm 12. What's wrong with my cholesterol? Like, am I going to die? What's going on here? But whatever. All the little skinny girls are like, yay, we're skinny and happy. And we have all these clothes. And I'm there in the dressing room, like hating my fucking life. Just nothing fits. Oh my God, I broke the dress. Ah. And then I would peek open the door and I would be like, Mom, can I please have a bigger size? What? Mom, can I please have a bigger size? What, girl? Talk louder. I can't hear you. No te oigo nada. Habla más alto. Mom, can I please have a bigger size? What? You need a bigger size? When I could have told you that. Por favor, niña. Hey! My daughter needs a bigger size! A 12, a 14, a 16. You know what? Just get a blanket or a towel and put the logo on it, you know, to preserve her dignity. Somebody help my gigantic daughter for the love of God! Oh my God, Mom. Mom, I was whispering to you, and you kind of yelled out, you know, like, that I need a bigger size. Like, Mom, I was whispering because, like, I wanted you to whisper back. Like, please, like, why would you do that to me? My God. Ay, niña. I don't know why you're so insecure, mija. You're beautiful, coño. Dale, deja eso. But if you turn 18 at that weight, you're going to stay at that weight. So let me know. I'll take you to Weight Watchers Monday. De cabeza, Weight Watchers Monday. Nobody gave a fuck about thickies until like 2014 when Drake said it was okay. BBW, blah, 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 blah. What about me? What about my whole life as a little papa rellena, huh? What about me? I am here today to declare one thing. I want fat girl reparations, y'all. If you bullied a girl between the years 1995 and 2014, you are gonna need to Venmo, Cash App, or PayPal her the dollar equivalent of her weight, okay? And there has been a pandemic. Add $30, all right? My name is Jannelys Santos. Thank you so much.
Are you guys having a good time? Good. I can definitely relate to her generational trauma thing. Both my parents were born in Haiti. Woo! Give it up for Haitians. Oh, okay. Yeah. Thank you. But yeah, sometimes I feel like the warrior princess that was sent from my ancestors to break all generational curses. But then I realize it's not because I'm going to do the work and heal and go to therapy. It's because the generation stops here. I'm not having kids. Like, that's it. Alrighty. Well, coming up next, we have a very special performer. She's been at Villain Theater a bunch of times. She's actually really funny. Give it up for Cindy Boisson.
Before I start, I just want to let you guys know that you can Venmo. Send me $200. Is it your weight, she said? Tonight I weigh 200. Just send the money. Hi, so good to have you guys here. Welcome. Welcome. How did you guys hear about the show tonight? Social media? How did you find out? Social media, Eventbrite. Eventbrite. You all are probably thinking, this is my set. This is my set. I'm going to go one by one. And just find, you know what I mean? That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here tonight, just to kind of do a survey, a quick survey. I am so sick of social media. I am. It's unbearable. You know, people are getting way too comfortable on social media, just asking strangers, just asking anyone for their opinions, you know? Like, hey guys, has anyone ever tried stuffed crust pizza? I'm like, no. But I heard if you dip it in cyanide, it tastes really good. Get the fuck out my face. No. I know I have anger issues. I should just let you guys know. I do. I have anger issues. I don't think you didn't choose wisely to sit so close up. That's on your t-shirt, not on mine. I bring the anger, sir. No, I do. I've always had anger issues. And it's that type of rage that you just get really angry. And then after 2 seconds, you're like, you don't have some stuffed crust pizza? You know? And my mom, she would always say to me, she's like, you know, Cindy Ann, I think you have a loose screw. Because in the islands, that's how we define mental illness, you know? A loose screw. I found out recently that it's actually called intermittent explosive disorder. You're not in your head. You have that as well. Do you? You've heard about it. It's real. It's a real thing. Anybody? Do you know anyone who has it? Okay. So now we know each other. That's nice. I have no idea who this fucker is. Nice to meet you, I guess. I know I do. My mom, she was a mental health care nurse too, qualified. So I believed her. You know what I mean? Like when I would act up, she would always say to me, she said, you know why you're behaving like that? It's because you are too happy. Right? So I grew up thinking happiness was a mental disorder. That's why I'm so fucking angry. I'm trying to stay away from that. I don't want to be happy because I don't want to be sick. You know what I mean? You guys happy to be here tonight? Yeah? Give yourself... You are unhappy to be here tonight? What has you... Oh, you're joining me in my anger? This is nice. Let's unite. Can you bring your chair over here? I want to have all my angry people in one corner. You know what I mean? I want to have all my... Where are you guys from? This is a nice, is this Jamaica? You realize how we said it. Jamaica. And Barbados. Y'all saw that, right? Jamaica. And Barbados. Where are you guys from? I didn't get it. Where are you from? Did you say Tampa? What is happening here? That's what he said. Good vibes only is proven to be a little, you know what I mean? It's proven to be valuable in the front. Jamaica and Tampa. He did not say Tampa. What did you say? Barbados. Welcome. Listen, there's a Caribbean thing happening here tonight. You guys better fucking watch it. Because I am from Trinidad and Tobago. You know, that's right. But usually when I say that, people get really excited, but not this bunch. Not this bunch. I am. People get really excited when I say that, I'm telling you. They're like, oh my gosh. Did you just say Trinidad and Tobago? No way. No way. I've been to Jamaica for spring break. Happens all the time. And I'm like, oh, that's nice. But that has nothing to do with me. And then they start to get creative, you know. They're like, one love, Bob Marley. I'm like, yo, look, listen. I get it. Bob Marley had a lot of kids. That fucker had a lot of kids. I am not one of his daughters. Like, I don't give a shit. But I always use it as a teachable moment, because the truth is, how many people know about Barbados here? I think I understand why you said Tampa. It's like, Tampa. People don't know shit, you know what I mean? And so I always have to use it as a teachable moment. I'm like, look, I am from Trinidad and Tobago. We are a twin island republic where we produced the very first black Miss Universe ever. That's right. And I know you guys are thinking it was me, but it wasn't. It wasn't. We have the best carnival in the world. Say what you want, we do. Let me get to this table here. I'm not speaking cruise ships. I'm Mardi Gras, you know, but you know what I mean? Think Rio de Janeiro. You know, think Brazil. But without the syphilis. We don't have that. We have like a clean carnival. People get so wound up too when they realize I don't know their one friend from Trinidad and Tobago. Like, what do you mean? You don't know Stephen? He's from Trinidad too. I'm like, no. Oh my God, like how many people live in Trinidad and Tobago? I'm like, well, I guess it's now 2 of us. Do some fucking research. I know people don't know stuff. I took a friend here with me to Trinidad and Tobago a couple years ago, and she was like, I mean, she went crazy. She couldn't believe we had cars. She was like, oh my God, look at the cars. You guys have buildings? Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. And we were driving down the highway, and she said, Cindy Ann, you guys don't have tolls? And I'm like, well, sort of. You know, but we pay for it differently. We pay for it with our soul. We call it the toll of the soul, you know? It's the toll of the soul. And I moved here 4,516 days ago. I count every fucking day. For my son. My son, he was a swimmer, you know. And as parents, where are my parents? You guys, y'all don't even have the energy at this point. I get it. But we do stuff for our kids when we love them. You know, there's that point we get to where we still love them. You know that age? And back, she's like, ha, 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 ha. Girl, I feel it. Let me just, is this, did someone, were you expecting someone else? Or this seems a little off balanced. She's your niece? Really? And that, I was about to say, that's a better story. We're in a comedy club. Could you make it interesting? Good vibes only. Could you say something? She's my niece. That's boring. We're in a comedy. Give me something to work with. How long have you guys been dating? Oh, shit. However long, it's over tonight. It's done. It hasn't been that long. I know, I could tell. I mean, at 7 months, you should be sitting in his face. Because that shit is going to come to an end very soon. His arms wrapped around you. It's so nice, you know? Yeah, I moved here for my son. You guys, well, he's probably not going to be the father to your children. I could tell it's not going to work out. You all have kids? Wow. You all mind if I just talk to this table here? I like this table. No, I moved here for my son. He was a swimmer and he represented Trinidad and Tobago and for a number of years, and then he wanted to come here so that he can get himself a scholarship. And we did it. He swam himself to a scholarship in New York City. Yes, thank you. Thank you. And I remember when he was leaving, people seemed very concerned, like for my mental health and my well-being, and they were like, Cindy Ann, you're going to experience this thing called empty nest syndrome. I'm really digging. I like this table a lot. Yeah, I had never heard of it before. Have you ever heard of that, empty nest syndrome? What's happening here with the dynamic? Maybe you should sit there. I'm trying to just make everybody happy. I'm just trying to make everybody happy tonight. This seems a little off balance. Do you want to put your chair here? Just for my eyes and just for the place to look. No, just let me. What's the dynamic? Are you single? Stop it. I am not yet. I could be. You know what I mean? We could. What's the dynamics here? Okay, but is your best friend dating? Are you trying to set them up? Is that so? Then why aren't you sitting in the middle? Right? Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. You should, if you're not trying to set them up, you should be sitting in the middle. Did your parents trust you out with her? What's happening? Oh, okay. Okay, they said it. I never heard of emptiness. Somebody, I'm not giving a table some attention. Come up. I can't see you, honey. Yeah, I never heard of empty nest syndrome before, so I Googled it. And I was like, wait, first of all, why are they using the word nest? I've never lived in a nest a day in my life. Why not something like empty bedroom that I could now use as a gym/office syndrome? Like, what about, why not that? And I Googled animals who live in a nest. I was like, let me see if these fuckers get depressed when their kids leave too. Come to find out, birds, they don't give a shit. When their young ones fly the nest, they don't even recognize them in the sky. They don't know who their kids are. Because they all look alike. turtles find an appropriate nest for their young, and you know, they set them up really lovely, and then they never see their kids again. Never. They just leave. Or maybe they do. Oh, she has jokes too. She has jokes too. This fucker has jokes. I'll bring her up. They never see their kids again. Or maybe they do, but they don't know because they all look the fucking same. Here I am. I gave my son 18 years of my life for him to learn to swim. You think I give a fuck if he can't fly? Like, I don't give a shit. That's on him. And then his first day of college, it was so tough. I mean, for both of us, because back then I liked him. I did. I thought he had potential, you know. I still had something invested. He would call me 15, 20 times a day. Oh my God, and then he would visit. You know, winter break, spring break, heartbreak. I'm like, this isn't good for either of us, babes. We need to do something. It's not healthy, you know? And so I changed my phone number and address. Because fuck that kid. No, I'm kidding. He's a good kid. I love him. He's dating now. He was. He just broke up with his girlfriend. And I'm kind of happy about it because I didn't think she was a good match for him. I realized he has a type. You know, he keeps dating the same girl. Not the same girl, but the same type. Yeah, the same type of girl. And I'm like, I want him to find someone who's decent, a nice girl, and so that I could be very involved in my grandkids' life. You know what I mean? And this place is full of comedians. This place is full of... Yeah, I want him to find someone so that I get to be a part of my grandkids' life. So I'm like, Keegs, why don't you find yourself a nice girl whose mother is dead? It's true. I'm selfish. And I know paternal grandparents never win. We never win. The maternal grandparents, they get invited to the wedding. They know the theme. You know what I mean? They show up, they're looking all snazzy. Meanwhile, I'm in fucking red. Everybody else is dressed very pretty, and I'm sitting in the back. And the maternal, you guys have kids? Sons or daughters? Both? And do you have grandkids? Not yet. Listen well. I'm bringing the wisdom tonight. Bring your chair closer. Yeah, I'm like, find yourself a nice girl so that I get called a nice name, you know, and find somebody who had a fucked up foster care too, so you know what I mean? I know, that's not nice, but it's true. It's true. I'm like, I don't want anybody grieving on my shoulder, so make sure that their mom died when they were like 7, 8 months old. I'm going there with it. I guess you guys don't like the dead mother bit. I do, because it's true. Oh boy, so I moved here from Trinidad, and the first thing I realized is that I had to learn to speak English in a different language. My people here could relate to that. I had to learn to speak, like I'm constantly using English words to translate other English words. You know what I mean? You know that whole tomato debate? That's how my life has been for the past 4,516 fucking days. Because here you guys say schedule. We say, you all hear my backup? We say schedule. You know? Here you guys say water. We drink water. We say water. You know? A lot of people here tell me they do therapy. We do tequila. It's very, very, right? Same shit. Same shit. But I was having problems with it, really. It was messing with my psyche. I'm like, I need to do something, you know? And I told my friend, I was like, this makes me very, like having to choose my words, and it has me very uncomfortable. And she was like, it's uncomfortable. She's like, I can't win. She's like, well, Sandian, why don't you do accent reduction classes? And so I did. There's a thing called accent reduction classes. And I went, I paid, and I got there. My coach, sure enough. She said, Sandian, you know what? You're not pronouncing your R's. It's not beer. It's beer. I'm like, oh, okay. She said, you're not pronouncing your INGs at the end of words. You're saying playing. It's playing. I'm like, all right. So, but can I tell you something? This makes me very fucking uncomfortable. I'm a quick learner. I expected a bigger laugh for that, so I'm not going to end. That's usually a banger. You guys are a little bit hard to please here. But I'm going to leave you guys with this one. I'm married. Anybody else here married? You guys are married, you said. I'm married. You guys are married? I'm married too. I'm sorry. We could work something out. 21 years. 21 years. Thank you. Thank you. And marriage is tough, I'll tell you that. Marriage is tough. And I remember when we got married, for the first day, we kept it very traditional. You know, for gifts, because we're gift-giving kind of people. And so we kept it very traditional. The first year is paper. Listen up. Or listen. Somebody has to listen here. I don't know who the fuck. Maybe you? Me? I don't know. One of y'all. Maybe I should talk to this table. The first year is paper. The second year is leather. Listen up. And then I realized over the years, marriage is just ideally, it's just, not, I use the word ideally because I think that there's a method to the formula where you argue all the time. Right? Where my married people at? It's just, he went. Marriage is a series of arguments. Just one. It's just one after the other. It's true. And the years go by, and then we got to our 20th year last year, and we were both like, look, let's do something nice. You know, we got here, let's do something nice. And I researched it, and I realized that it's paper as well. On the 20th year. How long have you guys been married? Oh, shit! She said, go ahead. 30 years. Wow, nice. Well done. The 20th year is paper as well. So we gave each other divorce papers. We haven't used it. We haven't used it just yet. Because that's the thing when you have good gifts. You know, when it's a nice gift, you don't use it right away. You kind of put it aside and you just remind each other. Don't forget. I got you that gift. You guys have been amazing. Thank you. Good night.
She's so funny. Are you guys having a good time? Yeah. You are? Yeah. That's my codependency talking. Just want to make sure. All right. So to keep the show going, we have a very special performer. She's been here a few times. She's been on MTV's Girl Code. She was one of the cast. She was also on Last Comic Standing, finalist. She didn't win. Give it up for Esther Koo.